Good grief. Why do they never go in for me? Hi everyone, I'm back again. Yes, you know I am. And I'm back again with another Gimme hard rock. Yeah, I enjoyed the first one so much, I carried on listening to records from the 80s, and you're going to get another dose of hard rock / heavy metal. Basically, I've gone for stuff that is not soft rock and it's not thrash, so it's somewhere in between those two extremes. And that is my only defining limits. So here we go. So starting in 1980, yes, I've got another 1980 hard rock album that I can show, and it is the debut by Girls' School. This is a hard rocking album, really is. Absolutely superb stuff. I think it reached about number 28 in 1980. Not sure when in 1980 it arrived. Absolutely superb stuff. Kelly Johnson, Enid Williams, Kim McAuliffe and Denise DeFort were on it. And they do sound a bit like sort of a heavier Runaways a bit, but that might be just because I'm comparing two female bands and being completely crap about it. But to be honest, they're a fantastic band. They just rock out, rock heavy, great songs, really good stuff. I really enjoyed listening to this again. Oh, it was recorded in April, May 1980 by Vic Mail, who recorded Godfathers and all kinds of stuff. He worked with many people. I can't remember any at the moment, but anyway, there we go. So 1980, Demolition, Girls' School. 1981, we've got a bit of an undercover new wave of British heavy metal classic here. I think this is a superb album. So this is Raven, Rock Until You Drop. Heavily influenced by Priest, heavily. The production is somewhat non-existent, to be honest. I don't know if this is it. There is a production credit by Steve Thompson and Raven, but really they've just recorded it. I mean, there's hardly any production on here, but it doesn't matter because it's ace. It just rocks. Like, this is fast as well. They're playing really fast. It's as fast as Killing Machine by Priest. It's really fast. I mean, they've been lauded as one of the progenitors of speed metal. So one of the first bands to play really fast. And their mantle was taken up by the first speed metal bands. The lead vocalist, which is John Gallagher, there's a scream on here, and he holds it, I'm not joking, for about 30 seconds. It's ridiculous. It is the most ear-piercing thing I've heard, and I forgot all about it when I put this on, and it's on the first, I think it's on the first track, which is Hard Ride. I'm pretty sure it's on there, and it's like, bloody hell. But it's still superb stuff. So Raven, Rock Until You Drop. An absolutely unappreciated masterpiece of new wave of British heavy metal. Fantastic stuff there. Right, 1982. I've gone for Crocus. Now, Crocus were now, are they Swiss? I think I've got a feeling they're Swiss, aren't they? I might add a label if I can find out where they're from. I think they are from Switzerland. Now, by this time, Crocus had basically become a Bon Scott ACD tribute band, which is not a bad thing, really, considering how good ACDC were with Bon Scott. But this is almost an exact facsimile of ACDC, but it sounds bloody marvellous, so that's why I've got it at 82. It is it's the best album not recorded by ACDC ever, if you understand what I'm saying. And absolute best double entendre of the video goes to the first song, Long Stick Goes Boom. It is fantastic. Do a decent cover of American Woman on here as well, but this is great from start to finish. There's no let up either. There's no fanning around with probably shouldn't have said that, with slow songs. They're all completely rocking, and it's splendid stuff. So one vice at a time. Crocus from 1982. And going from an ACDC tribute act to ACDC. So 83, we've got Flick of the Switch from ACDC. This got slated at the time. Absolutely slated. And basically, I don't see why. So this is the first album after the Mutt Lange run of albums came to an end. It's got a really raw production, but then I kind of, after the production on Raven, it's like it sounds exquisite. But I like the production. I think it's a real in-your-face album. And the people complain about the songwriting's just not up to scratch. I'm sorry, but there is some absolutely fantastic tracks on this. Things like Nervous Shakedown, I thought was a brilliant single. Rising Power, I think, is a good opener. Landslide, Guns for Hire, Bedlam in Belgium, Badlands, Brain Shake, I think it's a top album. I really, really love this album. I think it is fantastic. So all those, if you go online and you read out reviews of Flick of the Switch saying, "Bleh, bleh, bleh, bleh," just bloody ignore them and go and listen to it, because it's a fabulous album and I love it. 1984. Possibly one of the bands that really, really influenced another one of the bands that are later on the list. So 1984, Hanoi Rocks, one of my favourite early 80s metal bands. Absolutely amazing band. They were kind of took the aggression of punk and of late period Clash and mixed it up with kind of glam rock. And were just a fantastic band. Led by Mike Monroe, who looks absolutely amazing. I still think he looks amazing. With Razzle was a drummer. He was the only one from London. I think that's Sam Yaffa. Might be. I can't remember. I think that's Andy McCoy, and that is Nasty Suicide, I think, but I might have got those two mixed up. All from Finland. Probably the best known Finnish band apart from Lordi. Were they Finland? Can't remember now. But really, what a record. So they spent the early 80s slowly building a fan base until they came to this absolutely brilliant glam metal genius rock monster, which should have been an enormous album, but drummer Razzle was killed in a car crash just after the release of this, and that led to the demise of the band, unfortunately, for 20 years, 15 years or something. So this absolute monster album, so I love this. Did a fantastic cover up Around the Bend on it, but just the attitude and the brilliant music. Love Hanoi Rocks. So there we go, 84. 85, we've got some hair metal. We've got Rat, Invasion of Your Privacy, or Privacy, depends how you want to go. Actually not looking too hair metal on the back. There's a few bandanas and there's a lot of spandex going on, but there's not too much makeup, and that fits because Rat weren't a typical glam metal band, to be honest. I think they were a lot more hard rocking than that. They actually did rock pretty well. Got You're in Love on here. Dangerous but Worth the Risk. Got Me on the Line. Really, really good stuff. I really enjoyed this. It's been a while since I listened to Rat, I've got to admit, but absolutely fantastic stuff. And I forgot how much they actually rocked. They were no pop. Some of the glam metal bands kind of went really quite poppy. Well, not pop, but compared to metal bands. But this actually rocks a lot, and I really recommend this album. I really should have more Rat, to be honest, but well, can't have everything. But there you go, Rat, Invasion of Your Privacy from 85. What 80s metal list wouldn't be complete without this lot? We've got 86's Somewhere in Time by Iron Maiden. Look at the glory of that cover. That is a fantastic cover. Absolutely amazing stuff. So a cover, of course, drawn by Derek Riggs. What a fabulous cover that is. And the music is just as good. I really like this album. It's got some really good tracks on it. Called Somewhere in Time, the opener, is really good. It's got Stranger in a Strange Land, which is good. That was a single. Wasted Years was a single. Got a song about Alexander the Great. Really good stuff. I think top 10 in Britain. I love that. West Ham 7, Arsenal 3. Love that. And it's got, if you look at the cover, it's got all kinds of references to other Iron Maiden, like got Bruce holding Peace of Mind. There's Icarus up there somewhere. Where is he? Oh, up there, Icarus. So you can study this while you look at, oh, there's Power Slave. There's the pyramids from Power Slave. You can study this while looking at, oh look, there's a TARDIS as well. Anyway, enough of that. Fantastic album. Iron Maiden, probably the band, the metal band of the 80s, the hard rocking band of the 80s. There you go. 1987 were a phenomenon. There was one phenomenon in 1987. Well, there was another one as well, the Beastie Boys, but I'm not going to use those. They were everywhere. And I've got the original cover of this. So this is Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. What a record. What, I mean, you could not escape Guns N' Roses in 87, 88. You just could not do it. They were everywhere. Like Sweet Child of Mine, I think every pub band I've ever heard in the pub across the road on a Sunday night have murdered Sweet Child of Mine. Just about every single one of them. Paradise City. I mean, every song was every song a single? Sweet Child of Mine was a single, Jungle was a single, Night Train was a single, Mr. Brownstone was a single, Paradise City. There are at least 6 singles off here, and any one of them could have been. Think About You, Crazy, absolutely incredible stuff. Didn't really last together that long because I think Izzy was the first to leave, wasn't he? I don't know, but I can imagine working with Axl can really be quite a trial. But for one glorious period, Guns N' Roses ruled the world, basically. Absolutely amazing record. Right, 88. It's a British band. We got Zodiac. So this is Zodiac Mind Warp and the Love Reaction. Tattooed Beat Messiah. The big single off this was a song called Prime Mover, which is a top 20 hit in the UK. I love that. So basically, the album is chock full of double entendres. Every song is packed to the max with sexual references and not quite awful lot of cliches. It's packed to the rafters with cliche after cliche. Did he mean it? Kind of. Tongue firmly in cheek, I would say. But it's still a bloody marvellous album. Yeah, it's fantastic. With silly voiceovers, ahoy. Silly voiceovers galore. It's a smashing record. I really love this. So from 1988, Tattooed Beat Messiah by Zodiac Mind Warp. 1989, another criminally underrated album. Marketed as glam metal, but should have been power pop. We've got Enough's Enough with their debut album, Enough's Enough. Yeah, this should have been the successor to Cheap Trick. This is a glorious, heavy power pop record. Really good rocking record. Lots of kind of psychedelic edge to it. Really groovy stuff. It should have been massive, but for some reason the record company, trying to catch a bug, I guess, marketed them as a glam rock band, and they weren't. So it was such a shame, but really this is a fantastic album from '89. Absolutely brilliant. Kiss the Clown. It's great stuff. Absolutely great stuff. So there we go. '89 is Enough's Enough. And 1990, start of a new decade, we have a debut album from one of the best bands of the '90s. Yeah, I reckon so. Black Crowes. So I've got the Black Crowes debut, Shake Your Money Maker. Yeah, they worship at the altar of the Stones, the Faces and Humble Pie. But they were fantastic. They sort of, kind of a timeless record really. They didn't really make anything new, but it just sounded so good. And to be honest, when you're down in a club, these tracks just sound fantastic. Like, their version of Hard to Handle is just superb in a club. Absolutely brilliant. She Talks to Angels, I absolutely love. Sister Luck is absolutely brilliant. So they could pull off doing a decent slow song. Obviously they had the rockers like Hard to Handle, Strutting Blues, Stare It Cold, Jealous Again, but Twice as Hard, Could I Have Been So Blind. They really managed to pull off that trick, that slow, stonesy, facey kind of slow song that Primal Scream can also do as well, but probably even better than Primal Scream. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Absolutely love this album. Shake Your Money Maker by the Black Crowes. So there we go. There's a whirl through a decade of metal, hard rock and general guitar music. Hope you enjoyed it. I've had an absolute blast listening to all of these. I changed the list over and over again. I've been umming and ahhing. I've got loads. I mean, I've got this lot is the stuff I didn't use. And I've listened to all of them and it's been absolutely marvellous. Absolutely had a whale of a time listening to all this. And I shall continue listening to them after I've done the video. So, thanks very much for joining me and thanks for sticking around. And I hope to see you all again soon. Stay safe, everyone. Bye.